Okay, boys and girls, let's go forward. Lesson 3, level or bubble 4. Okay, I'm going to guide you through it. We already know where to find help up in the upper left-hand corner in help and tips. We also know how to check out the question prompts and their answers on the upper right-hand corner. Let's just get straight to where it says do this. Okay, let's read through this together. It says, find the headings in the web page below. The headings are just like titles. Okay, they're like titles. And use the inspector tool to see the code that makes them. Okay, let's do that before we move on. So we're going to find the inspector tool. There it is. I'm going to turn it on. You can see that it says inspector on right now. Inspector on. Okay. Now let's look at the titles. Okay. So I'm hovering over the word that says the line that says my hobbies, and you can see that my hobbies is highlighted in the code, surrounded by H1 tags, an opening on the beginning of the line and a closing H1 tag at the end. That's what makes that line in the website the biggest writing that you can see. Like if I scroll through this website, let's make this a little bigger. If I scroll through this, you can see that my hobbies is easily the biggest text. That's because H1 is the biggest font size you can make. Now, if I hover over soccer, you can see that the line is surrounded by H2 tags, so it's the second biggest kind of text. And then if I hover over the next heading, you can see that it is surrounded by H4 tags. And then this block of text is surrounded by paragraph tags, the P tags, right? We've already talked about those, right? So there's 4 different sizes of text you can see, and they all come from using tags at the beginning and end of the text that you want to make different sizes. Super easy, right? Okay, let's go back up to the do this section and keep reading what it says to do. This thing doesn't like to listen to me. So let me turn the inspector off. That throws it off sometimes. Let me, okay. There we go, I got it under control. Let's go back up here in the upper left-hand corner. It says make sure you and your partner agree. You're not doing that. So let's move on to the last one. It says change the code so that the word drawing and the words 2 years match the headings on the rest of the page. So let's make sure we understand what that means. So first of all, let's enlarge this. Let's scroll down. We're looking for the word drawing. There it is. And we're looking for the words 2 years, okay? Now, I just realized that I had already completed this before I started recording. So I'm just going to start over, and you guys saw how I do it. So if you ever need to start over, if things get weird and you need to start this over, just go to version history, click the button that says start over. Hopefully it won't take forever to load like this is. Okay, we're back up and running. Okay, so we are looking to make the word drawing right there and the word 2 years, that phrase, the same size as the other headings. So you can see that as we look at soccer and 5 years, and then we look at baking and 10 years, and then we look at drawing in 2 years, you can see they're too small. So we can see that the subheadings, in this case, soccer and 5 years, those are the subheadings. Soccer is in an H2 tag and 5 years is an H4 tag. Then if we scroll down, we see that baking and 10 years, those subheadings are, again, like lines 8 and 9, they're both in an H2 tag and an H4 tag, right? So they're the same. But then when we get down to the word drawing in 2 years, you can see that they don't have the same tags. So we have to make the same tags around lines 24 and 25 that are around lines 15 and 16 and around lines 8 and 9. Okay, so all we got to do is change this P to an H2, That means we have to change this one to an H2. Okay, you follow what I'm doing? Then we have to change this one to an H4, and then this one to an H4. There. Now it should, as I scroll over here in this website, hang on. Right here, when I scroll through this website, we can see that soccer and baking and drawing are all the same size, and 2 years, 10 years, and 5 years, those are all the same size. So done. Let's click finish and move on. I'll see you in the next video.